Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rachel. Really glad you're here today.
So today's topic is one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time from learners at every level.
How do I speak English fluently and confidently?
And we're going to answer it honestly. Not with quick tips that don't really work, but with real, practical things that actually make a difference.
Because fluency and confidence, they are connected, but they are not the same thing. And understanding that difference is actually really important.
So let's start there. Okay, so what is fluency? And what is confidence? And why are they different?
Fluency means speaking smoothly, without too many long pauses, without stopping to search for every word. It means the language flows, not perfectly, but naturally.
And confidence means feeling comfortable when you speak, not being paralyzed by fear, not shutting down when someone looks at you and waits for your answer.
Here is the important thing. You can be fluent without feeling confident, and you can feel confident even when your English is not yet fluent.
Right. Some learners have very good English, but they are so afraid of making mistakes that they freeze. They are fluent, but not confident.
And some learners have simpler English, but they speak freely. They communicate. They don't worry too much about every small mistake. They are confident, even if not yet fully fluent.
So the goal is both. Build your fluency and build your confidence at the same time.
And the good news, the same habits that build one also build the other.
Let's talk about those habits. Before we get to the solutions, let's talk about why most learners get stuck. Because understanding the problem makes the solution much clearer.
Reason 1, they wait until they feel ready.
This is the most common trap. A learner thinks, I will start speaking more when my English is better, when I know more vocabulary, when my grammar is stronger.
But that moment never comes, because confidence and fluency don't come before speaking. They come from speaking.
You cannot think your way to fluency. You have to speak your way there.
Reason 2, they are afraid of making mistakes.
And this fear is completely understandable. Nobody wants to sound wrong. Nobody wants to be embarrassed.
But here is the truth. Mistakes are not the enemy of fluency. Silence is.
Every mistake you make out loud teaches you something. Every sentence you keep in your head teaches you nothing.
Reason 3, they practice English but not speaking.
A lot of learners study grammar. They do exercises, they read, they watch videos. All of that is valuable.
But none of it is the same as actually opening your mouth and producing English in real time.
Speaking is a physical skill, like playing an instrument or learning to drive. You can study it, but you only get better by doing it.
Reason 4, they don't have enough English in their daily life.
If English only appears during study time, it will always feel like a school subject, not a living language.
The more English enters your everyday life, your mornings, your commute, your evenings, the more natural it starts to feel.
And natural feeling is the foundation of both fluency and confidence. Okay, let's talk about fluency first. How do you actually build it?
Step 1, speak every single day, even for a short time.
Consistency beats intensity. 20 minutes of speaking every day is worth far more than 3 hours once a week.
Because your brain builds language habits through repetition, daily repetition, not occasional big sessions.
So find a way to speak English every day, even if it's just talking to yourself, describing your morning, giving your opinion on something you watched, telling yourself about your day.
Out loud, in English, every day.
Step 2, stop editing before you speak.
A lot of learners build the whole sentence in their head, check the grammar, check the vocabulary, then say it.
And by the time they have done all of that, the moment is gone.
Fluent speakers don't do that. They start speaking and the sentence builds as they go.
So practice starting, even before you know how the sentence will end. Trust that the words will come.
Because with practice, they will.
Step 3, learn phrases, not just words.
Individual words are useful, but phrases are more useful because phrases are ready to use. You don't have to build them from scratch every time.
Things like, that's a good point. I know what you mean. To be honest with you, I'm not sure about that. Let me think about it.
These phrases come automatically. They fill the space while your brain catches up. They make you sound more natural and more fluent.
Build a collection of these phrases. Learn them until they are automatic, then use them every chance you get.
Step 4, shadow natural English.
Shadowing means listening to a short piece of English and repeating it out loud, matching the speed, the rhythm, the way the words flow together.
This trains your mouth to produce English naturally, not just your brain to understand it.
Pick a short clip, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Listen, then repeat it out loud, matching everything you can.
Do this every day. your spoken English will improve faster than you expect.
Step 5. Have real conversations.
This is the most important step and the one most learners avoid.
Find a speaking partner, a language exchange partner, a classmate, a colleague, anyone who will have real English conversations with you.
Real conversations with real people in real time are where fluency actually develops.
Nothing replaces them. No amount of study can substitute for real conversation practice.
Start small, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and build from there.
Okay, now let's talk about confidence, because some learners do the speaking practice, but still feel anxious, still freeze up in real situations.
So, how do you build genuine confidence?
Step 1. Change what you think a mistake means.
Most learners think, if I make a mistake, that proves my English is bad, that I'm not ready, that I shouldn't be speaking yet.
But that's not what mistakes mean. Mistakes mean you are trying. They mean you are in the conversation. They mean you are learning.
Every person who speaks any language makes mistakes every single day, including native speakers.
So when you make a mistake, don't stop. Don't apologize too much. Just keep going. That is what fluent speakers do.
Step 2. Prepare for the situations that make you most nervous.
Maybe it's meetings at work. Maybe it's phone calls. Maybe it's meeting new people. Maybe it's ordering at a restaurant.
Whatever your most difficult situations are, practice them, specifically, deliberately.
Practice the phrases you would use, the questions you might be asked, the answers you would give.
When you walk into a situation you have already practiced, you feel so much more prepared, and preparation creates confidence.
Step 3. Start with lower pressure situations.
Don't start your confidence building in the hardest possible situation. Start small.
Order a coffee in English. Reply to a message in English. Say good morning to someone in English. Small wins.
Every small win tells your brain, I can do this. English is manageable. I am capable.
And those small signals, repeated over time, build into real, lasting confidence.
Step 4. Focus on communication, not perfection.
This is probably the single biggest mindset shift for confidence.
Most learners are trying to speak perfectly, and perfect is impossible, so they are always falling short of an unreachable goal.
But if your goal is communication, did the other person understand me, then that goal is absolutely reachable, right now, with the English you have.
Shift your goal from perfect to understood, and watch how much easier speaking becomes.
Step 5. Speak more than you think you should.
Confidence comes from repetition. The more you speak, the less scary it feels. The less scary it feels, the more naturally you speak. The more naturally you speak, the more confident you feel.
It is a cycle, but this time a good one.
The way to get into that good cycle is simple. Speak more, every day, a little more than yesterday.
Okay, let's make this really practical. Here are the daily habits that, done consistently, will genuinely change your spoken English.
Habit 1. Morning English thinking. When you wake up, switch your inner voice to English, even for 5 minutes. I'm tired. I need coffee. It's a cold morning. What do I have today?
Simple thoughts in English before your day starts.
Habit 2. 1 minute talking. Every day, pick a topic. Set a timer for 1 minute. Speak, non-stop, out loud, in English, on any topic.
What I did yesterday, my opinion on something, what I want to do this weekend, anything.
Don't stop to think too long. Just keep talking, even imperfectly.
Habit 3. Listen to natural English daily. A podcast, a show, a video, something you enjoy, even 15 minutes.
Let your brain absorb the rhythm and patterns of real spoken English.
Habit 4. Learn 3 new phrases every week. Not 3 new words, 3 new phrases. Learn them, say them out loud, use them in conversation within the week.
Habit 5. Have 1 real English conversation every week. At minimum, 1 real conversation with a real person.
It doesn't have to be long. Even 10 minutes counts. The regularity matters more than the length.
5 habits. Small, daily, consistent. That is the formula.
Okay, before we close, let's do a short speaking practice. Repeat each sentence out loud after we say it. Don't just listen, actually say it.
Ready? Let's go.
I speak English every day.
I speak English every day.
I am getting more confident.
I am getting more confident.
Mistakes help me learn.
Mistakes help me learn.
I don't need to be perfect to communicate.
I don't need to be perfect to communicate.
I am building my fluency every day.
I am building my fluency every day.
I feel more comfortable speaking English.
I feel more comfortable speaking English.
I keep going even when it is difficult.
I keep going even when it is difficult.
Great. Say those sentences every morning if you can. They are simple, but saying them out loud in English is real practice. And they are also true. Okay, let's quickly go over everything we talked about today.
Fluency and confidence are different things, but the same habits build both.
Why learners get stuck, waiting to feel ready, fear of mistakes, practicing English but not speaking, and not enough English in daily life.
How to build fluency. Speak every day. Stop editing before you speak. Learn phrases, not just words. Shadow natural English and have real conversations.
How to build confidence. Change what mistakes mean to you. Prepare for difficult situations. Start with small wins. Focus on communication, not perfection, and speak more than you think you should.
Daily habits. Morning English thinking, 1 minute talking, listening to natural English, learning 3 phrases a week, and 1 real conversation a week.
Simple, consistent, practical. Before we go, we want to say something.
Learning to speak English fluently and confidently is not a straight line. There will be good days and harder days, days when it flows and days when everything feels stuck.
That is completely normal. That is part of every language learner's journey.
What matters is that you keep going, that you show up, that you speak, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it's imperfect.
Because every time you speak, even badly, you are building something. Every time you try, even when you fail, you are getting closer.
The learners who become fluent and confident are not the ones with the most talent. They are the ones who kept going the longest.
Be one of those people.
You already have everything you need to start. Your English right now, today, is enough to begin.
So start and don't stop.
We are rooting for you every single step of the way.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening.
If this helped you, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps us reach more learners just like you.
Leave a comment below. Tell us your biggest challenge with speaking English. We read every single comment and we genuinely want to know.
New episodes every week. Make sure you are subscribed so you never miss one.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep growing, and keep going.
See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.